Hi, I'm Casio artist Abraham Samuel George, working as a musician, composer, performer, and conductor. I'm here to introduce you the latest offering from Casio, the MCX 500 music arranger. The new MCX series has been resurrected by Casio from its famous MC2000 keyboard. It carries forward in the same tradition of MC2000, but builds more on it by featuring the cutting-edge reproduction technology. The stylish cockpit design of MCX 500 is insightfully laid out, with the most important controls just where the player needs them. Along with the display, you will find your hands naturally gravitating into the newly designed knobs, sliders, pads, and other performance controls. The bold and bright 5.3 color touch interface puts you on a driver's seat, which makes it incredibly easy to explore and navigate the MCX series. You're always just a few touches away from the essential functions. Selecting tones and rhythms is easier than ever. Enjoy the interactive visual tools like mixers, synthesizer functions, effect controls, and much more. It can be even used as an XY controller for built-in effects and filters, controlling two parameters in just one touch. On-screen text is large and easy to read from any angle. No squinting required. The MCX series is well endowed with inputs: stereo 1x4 inches jack, a TRS mic with physical trim control, and a 3.5 mm for an MP3 player. You can apply the keyboard effects to the mic and the line inputs as well. Let's get started in making you familiar with this beauty. Let me show you what this machine can actually do. Piano sounds are the most widely used sounds on a keyboard. A piano performer would try to express himself on a keyboard with his piano voice. We have the best sample from Casio on the MCX 500. Here we're going to listen to that. This is something people into the jazz and blues would love. The electronic pianos offered by the MCX series offers a ton of variation and presentation of the worldly Dyno, DX, DP, clav gamut, and many other electric pianos. If you are into the electric pianos, trust me, you won't get disappointed with this MCX series. Casio is very famous for its strings. The strings is the world where you take all the magic into the public. Here are some very good strings offered by Casio MCX series, which includes a slow, warm, and a concert, and everything what you expect of strings. Take a look at this. The MCX 500 offers a wide range of organs which are very impressive for an organ player. Above all, this keyboard gives you the drawbar controls, which is having physical faders as well as virtual controls. This also helps you to control the speed of the rotary, the bass and treble as well. It gives you a very warm and realistic tone that any keyboard in this level can ever offer. Many of the guitar voices that you see in this keyboard are very new, especially the nylon guitar, which also brings you the feeling of a nylon guitar while you play. You get the slides, the slaps, and also the fret movements in it. This keyboard is loaded with tons of electric guitars in it. It has a steel, clean, jazz, muted, metal, overdrive, and distortion. It has more than 70 presets in it. If sound really matters for you, this is an ultimate choice for your band. The bass guitar is an instrument which you cannot avoid in a band or an orchestra. If you are a composer or a programmer and is looking for realistic bass voices, you should definitely take a look at this. It is impossible to imagine of an orchestra without brass, horns, and pipes. This MCX 500 offers you a huge library of all the brass instruments. You want to explore the realistic voices of this brass? Take a look at this. coming to the heart of this MCX500, and that's the reason why it is designed for, the hex layer synth. The 6th layer of voices has been stacked into one sound program. Each layer has its own independent key and velocity zones, plus a complete set of synthesizer parameters. It is like 6 synthesizers in a single tone. Now multiply all that by 4, because the MCX500 can play an astonishing 4 hex layers simultaneously, giving you control of 24 sounds at once. With hex layer, you can command an entire symphony orchestra, a massive poly synth, or any other sound you can imagine. The MCX has a bass synth, uses the power of hex layer to deliver the fun and versatility of analog style synthesis. These classic and evocative bass sounds can be played monophonically with adjustable legato and portmanteau behavior. A library of vintage bass sounds is included to cover classic songs, and they can be easily modified using the real-time controls and color touch interface. Sound editing goes much deeper than I expected in an arranger like this at this price point. Filter cutoff and resonance, amp attack, decay and release, entry volume and velocity sensitivity are adjustable per tone from the first editing screen. Hitting the advanced icon takes you to even more fine-grained control, including graphical pitch, volume, and filter envelopes. You also get the independent and highly programmable LFOs for pitch, filter, and amp volume. Effect settings are editable per tone as well, and you can save your creations as user tones. There are even preset algorithms which are editable to give you the precise tone, texture, or effect you are looking for. The MCX500 offers the most powerful and the realistic sound ever produced from Casio. The rhythm section has been divided into 12 equal sections of having 2 intros, 2 endings, 4 variations with a break and a fade in, and 2 start with one with the synthro start and stop and accompaniment and start and stop buttons. So these rhythm sections is divided into 8 timbral different sections of 8 different instruments. You can place as many instruments as you want in this thing and have a complete orchestra at your side. The factory preset rhythms are very good. Some special attention paid to giving electronic dance and hip-hop style some credibility and aptitude. Latin, European, Pan-Eastern styles from Bali to Bollywood are also well represented. Of course, all of the standard rock, pop, ballad, and waltz fare is on hand. Casio has been very generous to the Indian musicians by offering some high-quality Indian rhythms and tones. Some of these rhythms have been specially designed for the regional flavors to get the ethnic feel. Parameters governing how the accompaniment pattern behaves are noticed these. The left-hand accompaniment pattern can be of fingered 1, 2, 3, Casio chord, or a full range chord. You can have the fade in and fade out effects for these accompaniments as well. Also, you can have a right-hand harmony for all the chords you are playing with your left hand. level of accompaniment consists of music presets, which add ready-made chord progressions to all the other going on, as well as pre-selecting appropriate tones. You can alter, rename, and save music presets in a step-based editor. For ease of use, this presents itself in terms of measures, beats, and ticks, and offer tools for adding ties, rests, and different note values, including triplets. Powerful stuff here. The 48-channel mixer in the MCX series is one of the major attractions of this keyboard. You have some keyboards lying around unused? Well, now you can import the rhythms into the MCX series using the pattern converter function. Both audio and MIDI recording are on board. It lets you record everything: you're playing, auto accompaniment, incoming external audio, via USB flash drive as a stereo file. A central cancel function is installed to help the instrumental players to cancel or suppress the central voices containing in an audio file. It helps the instrumental player to play along with an instrumental solo or sing along with an audio file. The MIDI recorder is a 16-track multi-timbral sequencer, which is on an internal MIDI port, which helps you to record in live and in real time and in event. It is also capable for editing. The MCX 500 distinguishes itself from other arranger keyboards with its 16 backlit multifunctional pads, which is velocity sensitive and is capable of phrasing, sampling, chord sequencing, and other multifunctions. The MCX 500 is specially designed with real-time control or knobs for the synth performers. MCX500 can load and import standard MIDI files into the keyboard. You can also customize the standard MIDI files to make a custom rhythm. There is an additional software called Casio Sample Manager which can be downloaded from the Casio website, and it helps you to play the following functions on your computer. The MCX series makes a great keyboard for all the studio engineers and music producers. Designed to bring the door right into the instrument, you use to lay down the tracks. The MCX series makes composing a totally different experience. The new navigation interface makes sequencing and editing so easy that it actually will make you wonder. Features like the tone editor, editable master compression, 4-band parametric EQ give you the ability to customize your sound to just the way you want it. The pattern sequencer will help you to create that rhythm beating in your head to utmost detail. With a MIDI recorder, you could layer down all your tracks to provide you with the best reference for recording your composition. Never lose any random tune, melody humming in your ears and record the same using the audio record feature. What's more is that you can even record vocals and connect other instruments via the line in and record CD quality right through the keyboard. One big USP of this keyboard is in the built-in 48-channel mixer in the MCX series. Not only can you monitor each track while recording or playback while using the 9 sliders, you can also add the numerous DSPs to each track. The most exciting feature that comes really handy in the studio is the use of multi-pads in the MCX series. These pads add a whole new dimension to the playing and utilization in the studio. You can create your own unique samples and trigger them with the pads. There's so much you can do here. The MCX was designed keeping the stage performer in mind. The highly ergonomic cockpit design is meant for clear access to every switch and button for avoiding any accidental triggers on stage. The display and other buttons are clearly visible even on the darkest stages. The library of rich tones comes with articulation and the rhythms are authentic and groovy. One-touch access to all important stage functions like layer, split, auto-harmonize, arpeggiator, extensive controls over sound using the live control knobs, modulation and pitch bend wheels, and the ability to attain an addition expressional pedal to control various parameters during live performance. The multi-pads add a whole new dimension to your performance, and the 96 registrations are more than you will ever need to store settings for the stage. Professional stereo lineouts and the 4-band parametric EQ ensure the best sound output is fed to the PA. Although the MCX series is designed for the performer, it makes a great instrument for advanced musical examinations. You get a wide array of all possible tones and rhythms that could be used in the musical grade exams.